A really wild question.
Be my guest.
How the did you go from all this to Lauryn Hill dissing you and the Fugees breaking up? How do you go from these long, winding moments where y'all are building and rehearsing and next thing you know, one album later,
the glue. Like,
yeah, how did that
we
come
hear the
apart?
story of the glue, how members left and you guys stayed together and you practiced and you say you're gonna be on a cover of Rolling Stone. Was it like you hit the goal and it was like,
got rich,
right,
can't die trying no more? Like,
what are we doing now?
No, I think the answer to your question, we could go back to Temptations, you know? I can go back to so many of your favorite groups and you're like, yo, what happened? You know what I'm saying to you? And I think that what happens is, and it's not, I don't look at it like a money thing, right? Because I think the Fugees was mission statement before money, you know what I mean? And I don't have to get into personal things of 25 years ago or 20 years ago. I just think that looking at myself as a 52-year-old man, if I could go back, there would be things that I've done different, I would do different, right? So, but maybe if it was different, it wouldn't be the score. I don't know what it would have been. I might not have been sitting in this chair speaking to you know what I mean? But once again, I don't think that us breaking up or, you know, a diss record or, I wish I could say that I'm so unique, you know what I'm saying, that it just happened to me, you know what I mean? I think that, you know, like I'm so dumb.
But that wouldn't be true.
In history, this just happened to me.
But I think the thing that we haven't had before is someone to break down those situations for the next Fugees or the next group that's watching, that's like, how did it happen? What do we have to look out for? I could give you the jewels. It's real simple. Don't mix business with pleasure. That's it. It's like 1 + 1 = 2. Do not mix business with pleasure. Keep business separated from pleasure. And all will go well. You know what I'm saying? And someone who's watching this, that's 20 right now, is like, Unc, I hear you, but that shit's hard as hell. Right. You know what I'm saying to you? But what I could do is like, it's so important that you don't mix the two, right? Because even though because there's groups you don't even talk about no more, right? From the 90s, right? But the minute the Fugees say they're gonna do something, the whole world goes in a frenzy. They go, like Beatlemania, right? And I think that the reason for that is the mission statement first, right? And I think like the mission statement first, so no matter what happened, right, we understand now, personal don't mix with business. Yeah, I get that now, right? But at the end of the day, when I'm looking back at a 17-year-old Clef, an 18-year-old Clef, a 19, a 20-year-old kid, all I could do that with a kid that's watching that, he's going to take his own route. You know what I'm saying to you? Right. That's like, at the end of the day, we still look like ourselves, right? We're not, and you're not dealing with a situation where there was a group that, the Fugees it's pretty an insane group because the 3 members are so controversial within themselves on the shit that they go for, what they're gonna accomplish or how they're gonna move in their life. Like you could just check, it's crazy shit. But I think though, at the end of the day, there's a common goal with us, and I think that common unity is music. We all love music. And somehow when we all get together to do the music, it just don't sound like when we do music with anybody else. It's just that magic is definitely there.
Then why did it take so long to get back together? Like if that's the common denominator, it never went anywhere. You went on to do the Carnival and all these other albums and produce all this stuff. Lauryn comes out with this phenomenal album that just blows the roof off everything moving. The music never went anywhere. The 2 main creatives never went anywhere musically. So, and don't get me wrong, I'm glad that you guys pulled it back together, but I think the main reason why when the Fugees get mentioned, everybody goes nuts is because the fan base felt jerked. Right after the score, as dope as the score was, y'all break up. That's like, how you gonna play me like that? Like, you just brought the food out, now I take one bite and now you throw it away. You felt jerked. Felt like the mission statement wasn't completed.
Yeah. So what I could do is the same way that you're saying that, I can show you a kid that's sitting in France on this side of the table right now, and his debate to you would be like, you felt jerked, but I didn't. I got the Carnival, the best album of my life, and it actually changed my whole world. Like, that happened to be the first hip hop album ever in history in 5 languages, right? Then you go on, right? So there's another thing that you have to understand about the Fugees, right? This is ill. So we are the masters of our own mind, right? And what that means is when there's people that feel like I gave you one and I must give you another one, right? But we be feeling like we gave you one and now we're gonna go paint Basquiat. Like this is like, we feel like we gave you something that's classical. Excuse my artistic points, but I'm going to paint Basquiat. You're like, motherfucker, I need another album, nigga. Where's the album?
Right.
Hold on. I'd love to come to you now, but there's these 4 girls that they need help with. I'll talk to you later.
Right.
And then this happens to be Beyonce, right? And it could go on and on. So the best way to explain it to you is, at the end of the day, I think that the cards that we played were strategically in our favor.
Right.
And I'll tell you why. The reason why is because we're having a conversation now where you dealing with individuals, and I keep telling you this and I'll say it again, the mission statement. After I done sold 20 million to 25 million albums, I was like, what am I gonna do next? Said, yo, I'm gonna do this album called Eclectic or keep going. Then in the midst of that, since Lauryn's doing miseducation and everything is going, there's something called the evolution and the growth of the human being. So at this point, I'm growing. Like, as I'm growing though, a fan is the fan growing too, right? So cause I'm growing, like, cause you know sometimes, King, when you watch your favorite sitcom, you want that character to stay like that. Like, and then, you know what I'm saying? So you so in bed with that character, gotta stay like that if the character change, you're like, I ain't watching this show no more. This character doesn't go. Because you
or the character disappears.
So what happens is the evolution, as we move different countries, the knowledge, start to study, then I start to notice with information that I question myself. I go, yo, you came all the way from Kwarebuke. So you mean to tell me your job is just to make people sing, dance, do beats, and keep doing music? Like, is that what Tucson would do? I'm growing. So now evolution. So now evolution allows me to say, now evolution, watch this, makes Dave Chappelle call us, right? This is all evolution, it's moving.
Right.
So Dave calls and goes, you know, I was thinking about, you know.
Yeah.
And a lot of Fugees, like, think of who's gonna say no to Dave Chappelle, right?
Right.
So we go
No
ahead and we do the block party thing, right? So now the synergy has a vibe. Like, every time we show up, it's crazy.
I was